Hello, everybody, and thank you, RFK, for being first. I see that in the chat there. Welcome to another edition of me calling random games. I am doing today's Cleveland and San Francisco game. I was pretty happy with the subscribers last night. I got 3 of them from last night's game. Got a random one this morning, so we're up to 223 again. I thank you guys so much. You guys are fantastic. But yeah, no, we got Cleveland, San Fran, of course. You know, again, I have subscribers for both of these teams, so that's why, again, I'm more likely to do teams if the subscribers are there rooting for these teams, tuning in, letting me know what they cheer for. Of course, I'll be back tonight for Dodgers and Padres. So, again, if you're just a baseball fan, come back and hang out tonight. If not, hey, you enjoy your Thursday evening. But for the Giants, we're about to get underway here in about a few minutes. We have Logan Webb. Logan Webb has been fantastic this year, though. If you look at his win-loss, you'd be like, well, he's an average pitcher. Well, that's pretty silly if you just to look at that. He's 6-5, but his ERA is at 2.58. He has been fantastic this year. 1.12 is probably, I think, my third or fourth game where I've picked the Giants, and he's happened to be pitching. Pirates going off today. They are just blowing out the Draven. Thank you for stopping by, of course. You diehard Pirates fan there. As you can see, the Pirates are all over the Tigers right now. They, I believe, what does that say? 17-0. I mean, the Steelers are just all over the Lions at the moment. It is just ridiculous. Just they need to slow down. It's just too good. Leading off here is, again, we're about a minute away from starting here. Stephen Kwan. I'm about to watch the Pirates game. It looks good. It looks fantastic. Like I said, the Steelers. The Pirates are just popping off. Kwan is batting .293 on the year, OPS of .772, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs. Really solid leadoff hitter as we're just about a few minutes, about 30 seconds. Still a few more pitches until Kwan steps into the box. But again, I do thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Hopefully it is. As last night Cleveland won. And to be honest, the score escapes me. Was it 4-2? Was it 4-2? I already forgot. There, yeah, 4-2. So I didn't forget. I just questioned myself. So again, there's Webb stats on the screen. You can't see it, but 2.58 ERA is a 6-5 record. So hopefully for San Francisco fans sake that they turn around. As you see in the chat, San Francisco is 1-5 when I call a game for them. Cleveland 3-0 Cleveland. I am the reason Cleveland is above 500. Maybe I can't say that. He had 17 strikeouts. So that makes sense when you shut him out like that. And, of course, you're seeing what your offense is doing. It's like it inspires you to bring your best stuff. I mean, it is fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm glad I ended up not doing that game, as that first pitch is in there for a called strike as we are underway here in San Francisco. Cleveland wearing, as you can see, that dark blue. I like how they do match the uniforms for the game or the teams. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Back-to-back pitches in the same spot or very similar spot. Pirates I don't think they'll get to 30 wins. They may never win again. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Rockies got walked off in the bottom of the 11th after leading by 1 with 2 outs. Oh, my goodness. That sounds about right. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to second. He's got to throw it to first. Webb oh, he's safe. Oh, man, maybe Webb didn't step on the base there. The throw, I think, initially beat him. The first baseman, it was kind of in no man's land between first and second. The first baseman had to go get it. Smith. Of course, Koss was able to get there. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't touch the base. He misread it, Webb. Oh, man. So, Kwan, hey, that's why you hustle those infield grounders. As in steps in Schneemann. I believe he's the one that hit the 3-run home run yesterday. So he had a good game yesterday. Batting .248, OPS of 776. That's going to be in there for a called strike. He has 8 home runs and 21 RBIs on the year. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. I do have a poll up. Feel free to let me know who's going to win today. Looks like 3 of you guys think it's going to be Giants. Giants. The Giants did win the vote last night, but that didn't result in them winning. So I guess the Giants didn't hear about our poll. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Did check his swing, and he did not hold up. He did go. So that is a strikeout there. Schneeman will head back to the dugout. And that's going to bring up Cleveland legend Jose Ramirez. He is batting .319 on the year. OPS of .914, 13 home runs, 35 RBIs, and 20 stolen bases. I mean, he is just an athlete. He is not exactly the smallest guy in the world. He's 5'8", but he's a $190. I mean, he's just athletic. He is a pure baseball player. I'm watching competitive Rainbow Six. I'm assuming it's Rainbow Six. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped. That's going to be foul. I bet all my channel points on Dark Zero or M80 later today. They're both 2-0. Okay, well, that sounds good. You seem to have good luck with that. So hopefully it goes in your favor. I am not much of a Rainbow Six, or really just any competitive game. I did like... I do watch a little bit of, here's the 1-1, that's going to be upstairs ball too. I watch a little bit of the competitive CDL for COD, COD. I do watch a little bit of that every now and then. I used to be all about Optic, and then Scump retired, and then my eyes were opened on like, here's the 2-1, that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be a base hit. So the Indians on first and second with 1 out here in the first. But I don't know. Now I think it's just kind of fun to like hate on the green wall and all that, because they obviously have so much support, not enough for the other team. So every time Optic plays, and same with FaZe, I hate on Optic and FaZe. Then I watched a little bit of like Fortnite when that was. Where's the option for Meteor? I don't have that listed there. Unfortunately, I don't think a Meteor is kind of our problem right now. We have some other issues happening in the world. Oh, man. Here's the pitch to Santana. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Santana batting .245. OPS of 712. 8 home runs, 35 RBIs. FaZe on top. Ugh. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside. Did he hold up? He did not, so strike 2. I mostly watch, or only watch Rainbow Six because oh, yeah, it's definitely a... I don't know. I like the search and destroy. I mean, I love search and destroy. Here's the 0-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So very good bounce back there by Webb, who was allowed a hit, then a strikeout, then a hit, then a strikeout. So if the trend continues, this will be a single. As Lane Thomas is going to dig in. He's batting .160, OPS of 441. 1 home run on the year, 6 RBIs. Wow, missile option, yeah. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to be found. I literally just heard a phone ding, and I know that was not any one of ours. So the broadcasters need to turn off their cell phones. That is disrespectful. 0-1 count. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be outside ball one. Draven, if you're still here, what you think of the NHL Finals? I think you said you were pulling for the Oilers, if I recall. I know it didn't go in your favor. Were they a good finals? As that's going to be upstairs ball 2. I don't know if RFK and you and Draven have really talked. Draven's a big hockey fan, very big hockey fan, and he's the reason I'll be giving that a shot later down the road, as that's going to be upstairs ball 3, just for one game. If I happen to like it, we'll keep going, but I have a feeling that's going to be pretty tough to call. 2-2 count here to Thomas. Webb sets as he looks back at Quan and fires. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 3. 3-2 count. Webb delivers. That's going to be hit to left. And, a diving grab by Ramos. He makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 stranded there, as that's a fantastic catch. They're showing it again. That was an actual dive, leaving his feet. You see some of these guys sliding when they don't have to. He actually had to. That was really cool. We head to the bottom of the first. It is still 0-0. Let's see. I was going Oilers, but I had Panthers as the better team. Yeah, I had picked the Panthers to win. Again, I'm just, as you know, I'm a casual hockey fan. I don't really watch too much. You're watching the other 5? Oh, wow. What the heck are you watching it on? Great series. Yeah, well, it was 4-2, right? Yeah, he's a Penguins guy. Penguins guy for sure. So, again, we'll be giving that a shot later down the road. I don't know how it'll go. Draven will probably be like, yeah, no, Doc, you don't need to do that ever again. And that's probably what's going to happen. The Golden Knights, yeah, they're solid. Ever since they got into the NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights have been pretty good. So bottom of the first coming up, we'll look at the starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. It's going to be Gavin Williams. Gavin Williams, 5-3 record, 3.89 ERA, WHIP of a 1.47. I wonder. I'll worry about that later. It's no biggie. It's a Chromebook. Okay, I got you. Okay, I actually had them winning at all, but that didn't happen. Support every Pitt team except football, where I support Packers and Pitt. In college, it's Iowa and Pitt. L's up. I hate Pitt. Yeah, RK subscribed to the channel despite knowing that I am a Pitt fan. So thank you, of course, for that. As, again, there's Williams, ERA of in the 3s. Mike Yastrzemski is going to be due up. He's batting .262, OPS of .757, 5 home runs, and 24 RBIs. Yastrzemski batting leadoff. Yeah, Knights and Hurricanes. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I feel like that's probably a common sense pick, honestly. Both teams really solid. You know, again, I'm speaking as a casual that just keeps up with the standings. Don't really go day by day. That's going to be hit left and foul. So 0-2 count to Yastrzemski. Of course, again, if you're just tuning in, Cleveland had a pair of hits in the first, unable to push any across. Ramos had a very, very nice, an actual slide or diving catch. Like, that was a very good diving catch to get them out of the first, as Yastrzemski is going to ask for time. Penguins were my team before I was a Knight, but never liked them much, and I got into hockey right after the Golden Knights announcement, so I had the idea to pick a team to fill the Knights till the Knights joined. Gotcha. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Hello from Adelita's Mexican food store in Norristown, Pennsylvania. Well, hello there. Hola, ¿cómo estás? To everyone that's around him. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be... Is that foul? Did he get a piece of that? Well, the computer says he did. Didn't quite make anything known here. So, yeah, no foul ball. 1-2 count. Knights versus Boston. I do not like Boston. I'll tell you that. The Bruins specifically. No problem with the Red Sox or Celtics. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be inside ball 2. And, of course, well, I'm a Steelers fan, so growing up seeing the Patriots on my TV screen, they pretty much were like the Galactic Empire, so I did not like them. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be popped up and foul. Of course, now the Patriots aren't exactly great, so, but I think, I don't know. If I were to see those 2000, 2010 uniforms, on the field, I'd probably get like, okay. But they don't wear them anymore. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit left and fouled. So this one's a little battle here. So we're starting off the bottom of the first. Might be a little frustrating for Gavin Williams, as this is what his first batter is doing against him. What do you think? Oh, dude, it's I don't know. I think it could be problems. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be low ball 3. Phone is dying. Well, then, yeah, hey, go ahead and save your phone. Make sure to charge it next time. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon where you are. So you might want to charge that phone, Trisk. I think here's the 3-2. That's going to be checked his swing, and he got him. Strikeout. I don't know. The Ravens just always seem to get these veterans that, man, like I always love and respect, you know, like every single time. And this is just a classic Ravens move. Here's Willie Adames. He's batting .207, OPS of .630, 8 home runs and 32 RBIs. So, yeah, no, I don't know. He'll probably do very well. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for ball 1. Of course, Humphrey's going to be the 1 there. Best shooter in the NBA. Yeah, no, I don't think I will respond to that comment there. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch to Adames. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Yeah, no, his lives definitely are interesting. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. Hopefully Jair is washed. That's all we can hope for as a Steelers fan, or just if you're a fan of another AFC team or anything like that. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. Of course, Cleveland Browns fans possibly tuning in today because of the Indians, so they'll have to face him twice a year as well. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for strike 2. Adames was about to head down to first, but he did not like the call, and he is going to ask for time. I already know how it goes. He leaves the Packers. He's going to be healthy all season to make All-Pro. Yeah, that would be typical what happens, huh? Just for our luck. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be low ball 4, so he now will walk. As to be honest, Williams has kind of struggled with his first 2 batters, but again, this is just the game's just now starting. That's going to bring up the new signing, the trade, or I should say, the guy they just traded for, Rafael Devers, batting, and he's got a big standing ovation here, batting .271, OPS of .899, 15 home runs, and 59 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Trying to get this game on the screen, but I need to make room with 5 windows. Well, if you have the Pittsburgh one, you can just take that one off. Get the Pittsburgh one off. Yeah, Pittsburgh's done. Apparently they ended. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit foul. Well, look, you don't have to. Look, you're listening to me right now. This is good enough, RFK. I'm pretty much there. 1-1 count here as the umpire is calling for time. I'm not too sure why, but he is. As they're showing an older man with the ball and getting a photo by his presumably wife. I'm not too sure. 1-1 count. Williams delivers. That's going to be tapped in front of the catcher. Throws to first for out number 2. He does move Adames to second. That's going to bring up the player that made the fantastic play in left, Ramos. And I could not pronounce Heliot. I don't know. I have to listen to this guy if he says his name. He's not saying his name. So whatever. He's batting .284, OPS of .831, 12 home runs and 38 RBIs. Ramos. All he says is Ramos. He doesn't even know it either. He's a Giants broadcaster. So you'll have to excuse me here. As Williams faces Ramos, that is going to be right down the middle for strike 1. finished the MLB standings for today. Felt so good putting this guy. You might be the first one I've ever seen like hate the Pirates. That'd be a first. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul. I don't think I've ever met anybody that hated the Pirates because, I mean, the Pirates have been so irrelevant. Like, what's the point? Sigma, hey, it's been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy bien, I guess. You know? Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. ¿Y tú? I'm not much with the Spanish, you know. You can talk to me in Spanish. I can't respond to it, you know, in Spanish. I got to respond in English. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Williams looked a little shaky there, but statistically not too bad. As we head to the top of the second, your score 0-0. You're on the NL Central's chance at being the best division. That's fair. That's fair. If you like what you see, folks, if you're not subscribed, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. Definitely helps me out a lot. I've been doing this since opening day. If you're a baseball fan, of course, if you're a sports fan in general, it does go back a little bit farther, not too much, as this is my first real year of giving this YouTube thing a shot. So hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're a football fan, I can't stress this enough. I know RFK hates when I promote my channel, but, it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. 42, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while, so I guess you two are, I guess, a pair. I forgot what game that was that you guys joined. I think it was one of the college basketball games. So thank you guys for stopping by, man. These guys also cover games, so, feel free to give them a, subscribe as well. I don't think they'd mind an extra subscriber. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Of course, today I'm doing baseball. Obviously, it's baseball season. But yeah, no, again, if you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps. See, like, RFK just hates the fact that I make my own thumbnail. Hates it. Like, he can't, oh man, he'd rather me take it from the internet. He cannot fathom that I make my own thumbnail. It is what it is. It is what it is, Can't please everyone. Nolan Jones is going to be batting here in the top of the second. He is batting .223 OPS of 640, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. Colorado State, probably that one, yeah. Here's the pitch to Jones. That's going to be in there, called strike. I forgot. Was that Maryland? Colorado State and Maryland? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. I will be doing that again. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. So 0-2 count to Jones. NASCAR season, yeah, I don't think so. It's never NASCAR season when it comes to me. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Don't you love? Oh, dude, yeah, it's the best, totally. Here's the 1-2 count to Jones. That's going to be a tapper up the middle. Throws to first for out number 1. So now down goes Jones. And in steps in Bo Naylor, the catcher. He is batting .181 OPS of 678, 9 home runs, and 19 RBIs. Webb delivers the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a called strike. Naylor didn't like the call. It may have caught. No, it doesn't look like it did. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. So very quickly, 0-2, as Webb is working fast. Webb delivers the 0-2. That's going to be outside and low for ball 1. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm already like, I'll give you already know who this is, bro. That's going to be outside or just low for ball 2. I don't know. They're showing this angle. I can't actually see where the pitch is landing. They're showing the backstop. I don't know what happened to the actual. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul ball. It's going to, yeah. Yeah, I bet. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. Three and 2 count here to Naylor. Here's the pitch. Outside, strike 3 called as Naylor goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Arias. Gabriel Arias, he is batting .235 OPS of 667, 5 home runs and 26 RBIs. I know that. Well, that's my first reaction. That's why I'm not even. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. But I am a man that will give you a chance. But again, once I see first thing at this point, I do want to thank him. Actually, he opened up my eyes and made me a little bit more of aggressive on that. Here's the 1-1 count. Pardon me, to Arias. Webb delivers the 1-1. That's going to be hit foul. So 1-2 count. This would be his first day game. I didn't realize he would wake up this early. Usually it's at night. 1-2 count to Arias. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down go the Indians as we head to the bottom of the second. Your score is 0-0. Of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Been doing this since opening day. Hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Also, of course, if you're a football fan, we'll be doing football very soon. Football is just around the corner. It's about 40 or so days until the first preseason game. And, of course, you guys will have a lot of input on the regular season games. I mean, I guess I could take it, requests for the preseason games for the NFL. But how it's going to work is I'll call one game and it's going to be all Steelers. But then you guys will be making the decision on what the second game will be. So that afternoon window, as you can see, those 4 games, Tennessee and Denver, San Fran and Seattle, Detroit and Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles, that will be decided by you guys. So, again, you will have a lot of control on what I do on this channel. Hopefully, you'll like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Can I play copyrighted music? No, I cannot play copyrighted music. I cannot. Would be pretty cool. Definitely would. If I could, I would actually have probably already made a bunch of videos. Good game so far. Hit that subscribe. Did he, bro? Why? Why are you like this? Even if you're not him, it's a terrible name. But I feel like you are, you know who you are. But yeah, again, thank you very much, 42. 42-cent hike pulling for Cleveland. Okay, so look at the votes. 11 votes already. Look at you guys. It's close. So what is that? That is 6 and 5. Yeah, so 6 votes for the Giants, 5 for the Indians, 55% and 45%. We are going to say goodbye. No, we're not going to say goodbye yet. We're not going to do it yet. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Smith. Not yet. We're not doing that yet. Already on thin ice, though, just for the name. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Batting .317, OPS of 838, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. 2-1 count here to Smith. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Smith didn't really do too much last night, though. He's had a terrific, stint with the Giants. Hasn't played much, but when he has played very well. Here is the 2-2 to Smith. That's in the dirt, ball 3. Williams delivers the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. So the count is still 3-2. 0-0 is your score here in the bottom of the second. Just now starting out this game. Williams delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Left center field. Kwan makes the catch for out number 1. So that's going to bring up Schmidt. He is batting .218, OPS of, what is this? 687, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. I have no idea what that even means. Williams delivers the pitch, and that's going to be hit foul for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count to Schmidt. Williams delivers, and that's going to be outside, ball 1. Playing in Oracle Park, it's a very beautiful park. Second most beautiful park, in my opinion, behind PNC. Here's the 1-1. Checked his swing. Did not go. 2-1 count. It's always a pleasure whenever I get to watch them play. Showing the bay there. Two and 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Schmidt is on, as that's going to bring up Jung-Ho Lee. He's batting .261, OPS of 748. 6 home runs, 34 RBIs. He has struggled as of late. That OPS is below 500 in the last 7 games. It just has not been the same, and hence why he's kind of batting down low. What, 4 or 5? Batting 7th now. The Royals have a great park. I don't know. I guess I haven't really seen much of them, as that's going to be outside ball 1. I know they have that big, logo out there. Rockies Park is good, just not the team. It's not too bad. I don't know. I kind of like the scenery, man. I like the. That's going to be hit foul. I mean, I know it's going to kind of sound weird, but like the outside scenery matters just as much as the ballpark itself, That's just, I know that's not part of the actual ballpark, but just how it looks. What's the view? Pittsburgh has the view of the, the bridge and, of course, the city. It looks, great in the background. And, of course, San Francisco right there on the water. It's awesome. Oakland Coliseum was great. You could sit wherever you want. Jeez. Yeah. Especially in recent times. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. Rockies making a play. They are, man. They are on fire. 2-1 count here to Lee. Williams sets. And it got a pickoff attempt. But he is back safe and sound, so we'll do this again here. 2-1 count. Williams looks back, sets, and fires. That's going to be hit to second. Throws to first and gets him by a step for out number 2. As there's some drama there for probably no reason, but it is what it is. That's going to bring up Patrick Bailey. He's batting 193, OPS of 528. 1 home run and 16 RBIs on the year. 8 and 9 month of June for the Rockies. Yeah, no, they are popping off. The Rockies are definitely doing a lot better. As here is the pitch to Bailey. Bailey chops this one to second. Throws to first for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Giants as well as we head to the top of the third. Your score, 0-0. And once again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Yeah, that I just actually, I know it's going to sound really weird. Like, what the heck, you're a YouTuber? Don't know. I mean, I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm just kind of a fake YouTuber. But apparently, likes matter. Yeah, no, I did not know that. But yeah, no, again, like and subscribe helps me out a lot. Do appreciate you guys if you're just a baseball fan, football fan. This is a good channel for you. Of course, I did a little bit of college basketball. It's actually how I met 42 Set Hike here. So I appreciate him as well. But yeah, no, I think it's a great channel for you guys if you're just a sports fan. So definitely like and subscribe. Since he has the greatest view, it shows the greatest state, Kentucky, and the Ohio River, owned fully by Kentucky. Well, did not know that, and I don't know if I agree with any of what you said. You didn't know? Well, no, because I'm like, I don't know. The only reason they matter is that they push videos. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought it was just viewer count and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I did not know that likes actually will help promote the video or future videos that you do. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know that. So I hadn't been like demanding, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, I haven't been doing all that. My bad. We are during, well, this isn't really a commercial break. They're doing like a celebration for the broadcasters. But we are in between innings, so if you're tuning in like, what the heck am I talking about? Well, just killing some time as we're, I guess, working our way back here. I don't know. I mean, they've been here the whole time just talking in the booth. As that's going to bring up Angel Martinez batting 239, OPS of 609, 4 home runs, and 24 RBIs. It takes like 10 likes to even it out a dislike. Oh, geez. Well, that's a GG's for me. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So you got to hit like 90%, apparently. It's unfortunate. 0-1 count to Martinez. Webb delivers the 0-1. And that's going to be hit to right, and that's definitely going to get down at the warning track off the wall. As Martinez is going to chill at second as he has a leadoff double here in the top of the third. And that'll bring up Kwan, Stephen Kwan. He's 1 for 1 in this one, batting 296, OPS of 776. You have an extension that shows dislikes. Well, yeah, you're going to see some dislikes here. You will see some dislikes. People just hate me, man. It's unfortunate. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be outside for strike 1. Quan doesn't like that. Oh, 1 count. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. 1-1. Here to Kwan. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. Well, that's good, at least for this one. I mean, I don't know. Just for past live streams, past videos I've done, I know. I mean, I can see it through studio and stuff like that. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. So 2-2 count. I mean, I'm not doing like Snow White numbers or anything like that, obviously. But people have disliked this channel. They just don't like me. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Lee has it. He's going to throw it home. Martinez is going to stay at third. So we got runners on the corners here in the top of the third with nobody out, and that's going to bring up Schneemann, who's batting .247, 771 OPS. Again, he had that home run last night. 3-run shot. Martinez, if he had committed home, he probably would have made it. As they're going to have a little bit of a meeting here between Bailey and Webb. We're going to have a little chat. As Cleveland is looking like they may do some damage here in the top of the third. See, I got another vote come in. Thank you, of course, for voting. Looks like the Giants actually extending the lead. Of course, that was narrowed back down close to the middle. Now it's at 58-42. So thank you for the vote. Hopefully you like what you see and subscribe. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball one. 1-0 count. Runners on the corners. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be outside ball two. Did check his swing. So 2-0 count. As Webb sets and fires, that's going to be hit foul. So 2-1 count. Webb is amongst the best in baseball at getting ground balls. First in the league in 2023, fourth in 2024. This year he's at sixth. So, I mean, obviously it's going down, but he's the sixth best starting pitcher in general, as that's a swing and a miss strike too. I mean, that's a very elite company. Very good. 2-2 count here to Schneemann. Christopher saying a double play for 1 run. Well, I'm sure Cleveland would take it. As here's the 2-2. Oh, and he went. Strike 3, called it a ball in the dirt. Tried to hold up, but he had committed. Who wins in a fight? One RFK or a pirate? Like what? Like an actual pirate? Definitely the pirate. If it is a Pittsburgh Pirate, then I would say definitely the pirate. As here is Ramirez. He's 1 for 1, batting .322, OPS of .918. Of course, thank you, Christopher, for stopping by. Appreciate you. I've seen you around lately. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. So 0-1 count. I can't remember. You're the Reds fan, correct? Or am I just wrong? I do apologize if I'm wrong. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Reds did fall to the Twins today. Again, I'm just kind of trying to remember here. 12-5. One whole Pirates roster. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be chopped foul. So 1-2. You take yourself. Well, I'm glad you have the confidence. That's fantastic. 1-2 count. To Ramirez. Runners on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the third. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs. Runner goes to second. He is out. Quan can't believe it. He's looking back at the dugout like, hey, you know, they might have to take a look at this. The umpire kind of delayed too. Dr. Delay shot out. Yeah, look at me. I go. I'm so awesome. It was close. I don't know. They may look at it. Here's the replay. Throw is, of course, up. Oh, that is so close. Oh, I think he's safe. Yeah, no, they're definitely, I think, going to win this challenge. So I believe it's going to be runners at second and third with just 1 out. Currently, runner on third with 2 outs. Can I check the Pirates game score on June 15, 2024? It's probably nothing good. I mean, it's probably a it's funny you're asking me to check this, and yet I guarantee you just looked it up. So I really shouldn't. Actually, I don't know. Can I go? I'm assuming it would be on the website. So bear with me, guys. We are under review. I'm going to go ahead and just entertain. I don't think that would work, actually. Let me just go to the Pirates. Last year. I think he's going to be safe. I think you're going to see runners on first and second with a 2-2 count to Ramirez. 2024. Let's look at the schedule. I really need an ad blocker. All right, let's look what happened. June 15th. Lost 4-16 to Colorado. That is actually funny. I'll go ahead and highlight it for you guys. Laugh at my pain. Pirates fell to 33-37. What I would give to have that record this year. So 2-2 count here. Again, we're still kind of waiting on this challenge. I think he's going to be safe. The Reds are the only team in the MLB not to get swept. They're still holding on strong here. And the review is, he's going to be safe. They're overturning the call. So Kwan had a good steal. Runners on second and third. 1 out with Ramirez at the plate. You hate the Reds there. You're your least favorite team. Jeez. RFK does not like a lot of our teams here. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to first. They're throwing home. He is out at the plate. Martinez unable to score there. I guess he was just running on contact. A great play by Smith to immediately throw home. And that was an accurate throw. Good throw. So Martinez is out. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Carlos Santana. He's batting .244, OPS of .709. Here's the pitch. Santana hits this to left center. And that's going to drop for a base hit. So 1 run is definitely going to score. Ramirez is sliding into third. So Cleveland has taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. So Santana does what he needs to do to get Cleveland on the board. But they're still threatening as Lane Thomas is going to be at the plate. He's 0 for 1, batting .159. OPS of .435. Pardon me. You always cheer for the Reds on their 89th game of the season and 34th. I would not know what in the world those games are. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike, probably against the Pirates, if I had to guess. So 0-1 count. Looks like Bailey's going to have a very slow walk. And now he's going to come back. I don't know what was going on there. So 0-1 count to Thomas. Again, the Indians are up 1-0 and runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Webb looks over at first and fires. That's going to be in there, a called strike. 89th is a certain team in Pennsylvania. Well, there you go. It's just a guess. Probably Pittsburgh. Unlikely Philly. 1-2 count. Webb delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Indians do some damage here as they put across a run. So they lead 1-0 over the Giants. And again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. I've been doing this since opening day. And, a little bit before that. But, baseball terms, it's just been opening day. This year. And, I'm still here. This is, I think, my 53rd game of the year for baseball. So, I'll be here. Hopefully I see you in future videos or future live streams. Tonight, I go back to the Padres-Dodgers. A lot of support there. A lot of people stopping by. So I'll take advantage of that series. It's been fun to call. And, of course, if you're a football fan, as you can see, I already have the three games already guaranteed that I'm doing, which you guys get to vote on other games later that day. For Pittsburgh Jets, that's going to be week 1. You guys get to vote on the second window: Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, and Los Angeles. You guys will vote on that, and I will do whatever wins. Same with week 0, and of course every Saturday from that point on. Iowa State, Kansas State is the guaranteed game that I and probably every other streamer will be doing. But there's another game or another set of games later that day. You guys make the call. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know. That'll be up to you guys. So hopefully I see you there. If you like sports, this is a pretty good channel for you. And, of course, like and subscribe. Again, we got a poll going up. Giants are at 58%, or 58% of you guys think they're going to win, which actually that just went down to 54. So as I'm saying it, someone voted for the Indians, and, well, they're up 1-0. So 54% to 46. I don't know why I've never had this just straight up like that. That would make more sense for me. Just looking at the other scores real quick before we return to some action here. Royals up 4-1 over the Rangers, 5-4 Cardinals over the White Sox in the ninth. Brewers up 8-7 over the Cubs. D-backs up 9-1 over the Blue Jays. And, of course, you're watching or listening to this game. As here is Christian Koss. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Koss is batting .217 on the year. OPS of .531, 1 home run, and 9 RBIs. That vote would be me. Let's go. Hey, Joseph, how's it going? Joseph pulling for Cleveland here. That's going to be a ball as well, so 2-0 count. Williams delivers the 2-0. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. When the Reds played the Phillies or Giants, since I like all three teams, you can't choose who to root for. Oh, I guess that is tough, as that's going to be hit to short. Oh, Ramirez. No, that's not Ramirez. Who is that? That was Arias. He couldn't quite make the grab there. It looked like a simple grounder, but then he dropped it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It just bounced a lot higher than he was expecting. Of course, this is a day game and not usually the night games that they were playing the last few nights. So I don't know if that would impact it a lot there. Here is Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Chilling, man. Day off of school. Staying out of the heat. Yeah, I bet. 100 plus today. Going to cool down over the weekend, though. Okay, that's very nice. Over here, it's just hot and raining. That's all it is over here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. And as far as like cheering for different teams, I really just kind of stick with my main teams. Pittsburgh. Of course, don't like if there's a specific game where I need someone to lose, or I just don't like that team. Like, if the Cowboys are playing, well, anyone that plays the Cowboys, I'm pulling for the other team to win, as that's going to be hit to second. Oh, they're going to go to second. There's one, and he's safe at first. So Yastrzemski is able to run it out and stay on there, but Koss will retreat to the bench, as that's going to bring up Willie Adames, who is batting .207, OPS of .632. But yeah, I just really have the main teams that I cheer for. I will occasionally, I like the Phillies. I grew up, in Reading or close to Reading. As here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. The Reading Phillies, I'd watch them a lot. And, of course, they're the farm team of the Philadelphia Phillies. So there's a little bit of a soft spot because I got to see Ryan Howard in Reading. I got to see some other players come through Reading. So there was a soft spot for the Phillies when I was growing up. But it's been, of course, Pirates. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be inside ball 2 to Adames. But, yeah, with football, it's just Steelers, really. Again, I'll pull for other teams that are playing other teams, of course. But for the most part, I just stick with my teams. 2-0 count here to Adames. Williams sets and fires. That's going to be inside ball 3. I don't know why they're sticking with this camera angle. It's the worst camera angle in the world. Three-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Three-one count here to Adames. Runner on first. Williams sets. And fires. That's going to be hit to left. That one is foul, but that one had the distance as this crowd was going crazy. And yeah, no, that went pretty far. But just out in front of it. So 3-2 count here. In the bottom of the third inning, Cleveland up 1-0 over the Giants. 3-2 count. We got a pickoff attempt, but Yastrzemski is back safe and sound. You wish you streamed the? I wish I streamed the Pirates game. Yeah. Well, I don't really think you actually mean that, for one, but two, if you did, too bad. Too bad. 3-2 count to Adames. And another pickoff attempt, and he is safe. Of course, if you guys are wondering what happened to the Pirates, well, yeah, no, it was not pretty. Well, you can't see it through there, apparently. Move that down. There you go. That's what happened. 3-2 count to Adames. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a little tapper to the pitcher. He's going to throw it to first, where he is out. Yastrzemski moves to second. Now, Pittsburgh, Detroit, they play again. I believe Paul Skeens will be on the mound there, but I'm not going to call that game. I will be calling another game tonight, though. Grew up in Massachusetts and moved to Tallahassee, Florida in 99. But don't like the Red Sox, Celtics, or the Boston College. You don't like Boston College? Well, I mean, yeah, there are people that will, not like teams where they're from, as that's going to be chopped foul. You're blind. Can you verbally say what happened? Well, I've been doing that, RFK. I don't know what to tell you. 0-1 count. Yeah, this is Rafael Devers batting .270, OPS of .896. Williams sets as he delivers to Devers. Swing and a miss, strike two. Oh, and 2 count here to Devers. Runner on second, 2 outs, as Devers is actually going to ask for time. Indians up 1-0. What happened in the Pirates game? They lost. They did lose. They lost 9-2. Must have been a really good game, if that's the case. 0-2 count. Williams looking back at Yastrzemski a lot. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a tapped foul. Definitely reaching for that one. So the count is still 0-2. So this at-bat is dragging on for some reason. Williams sets, looks back at Yastrzemski. And fires upstairs, ball 1. You're very welcome, RFK. It's very impressive for you being blind. And you're able to get on YouTube and search up whatever you're watching. That is very impressive. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside, ball 2. You have my utmost respect for that, of course. 2-2. Yastrzemski in scoring position at second. So a base hit into the outfield would tie this one up. As Williams sets, Looks back at Yastrzemski yet again and fires. Checked his swing in the dirt. Ball 3. He did not go. Oh, you can see again. Oh, look at that. Look at that go. Look at that miracle. Williams sets on the 3-2. And he delivers. That's in the dirt. Ball 4. Williams loses Devers, as that's going to bring up Ramos, who's 0 for 1, batting .283 OPS of .828. So runners on first and second. As Ramos digs in, Williams sets and again looks back at Yastrzemski. And a pickoff attempt, and Yastrzemski is safe and sound. Keeping an eye on him. I don't know if Yastrzemski is fast or anything, but he's been looking at him a lot. I guess maybe he's leading off too far, or I'm not too sure. He doesn't trust him. Williams sets and delivers. That's going to be found back. So 0-1 count. Ramos with 12 home runs and 38 RBIs on the year. I think I see why I didn't do this. We'll just do that over there. Oh and 1 count. Williams is a slow-working pitcher compared to Webb. Webb is like constant fire, and I love that. Williams takes his time. Here's the 0-1. This one is hit to right at the warning track, and it is caught for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Giants as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Believe it or not, I actually did Giants, Indians last night as well. So this is not my first time doing these teams, actually. Believe it or not, this is my 4th game doing the Cleveland Indians here, in the 7th for the Giants. Cleveland is 3-0 when I call one of their games. So if you're a Cleveland fan, yeah, you should subscribe. I don't really know how to make a good sales pitch for the record of the Giants. The Giants are 1-5 when I call one of their games. I actually have had, in the past, I have a Giants fan that's frequently in here. I guess he's at work. But he said, hey, you should probably chill out on the Giants. And then he gave me their blessing to go ahead and call these games. He might be revoking that privilege very soon. But yeah, no, if you're a fan of baseball, definitely subscribe. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. Of course, if you're a football fan, I got great news. I'm a huge football fan as well. Look forward to doing this for football season. And how it's going to work, I'll do one game that I will make the decision on. You guys will vote on the other game. So that first week in, week 0, I'll be doing Iowa State, Kansas State. You guys vote on the second wave of games. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Sanford, Hawaii. I don't know what I'm calling. You guys make the call. Same for NFL. I'm a Steelers fan, but that afternoon window is going to be y'all's decision. So you guys will vote on that. Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. If that sounds appealing to you, if you like the broadcasting style, which, baseball, definitely a little bit different than football. Actually, it's a lot different for me. A lot more energy, I would say, in football. But hopefully that's good enough and you hit that subscribe button. Your game is behind you. Oh, get wrecked. I don't know how. I'm using the internet. The internet, whenever I stream games from the internet, I'm always behind. As here's the first pitch to Jones. That's going to be in there, a called strike. He's 0 for 1 on the day, batting .222, OPS of .636. Reds won 4 straight. Oh, nice. You missed football call D2? I actually could if I really wanted to. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Actually, I need to buy the ESPN Plus today. Let me write that down, because that offer expires tomorrow, and I'm just going to probably forget tomorrow. I'll be very busy tomorrow. Here's the 1-1 as Jones scoops this to center, but that one is going to be caught by Lee for route number 1. Reds are going to sweep the Cardinals. There we go, Chris. Yeah, RFK is a bully. He just, if he doesn't like it, he's gonna talk trash. Would say he's a friendly bully. RFK is a pretty chill guy. There are times, though, RFK is just like, he's a hater. Here's the pitch to Naylor. Broken bat up the middle. Throws to first for out number 2 as Webb had to get out of the way. As that's going to bring up Arias, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout, batting .234, OPS of .663. We're about to pass you in the standings in about 5 minutes. Are you guys actually? Wow, that is in tight. That is fantastic. The Reds have been playing very well, 8-2. Cardinals 3-7 in their last 10. As here is Arias. That's going to be outside ball 1. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I wish Pitt was there with you guys. But I really believe that the opening series against the Marlins, as here's the 1-0, that's going to be hit to second. Koss throws to first for out number 3. So very quickly, again, Webb just works fast. He really does. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, your score, Cleveland 1, San Francisco nothing. But yeah, if Pittsburgh hadn't lost those games against the Marlins in the way that they did, they could have still lost the series. But they were winning every game, and they blew it in the 9th. That bullpen, Bednar and Holderman, that dynamic duo there, just blowing games left and right to the Marlins. And I think that just got in the heads of the Pirates, and they were pretty much cooked at that point. I mean, you can't do that to the Marlins. 5-4, bottom line versus the White Sox. It's a bad day. My chapstick liquefied in. Oh, that is unfortunate, actually. That is tough. You just passed Cincy. Okay, well, you're tied with them. I don't think it really matters. I don't know if it's going to update yet. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. We're just a bunch of sports fans hanging out. I call the game. You guys goof off and hopefully be realistic in the comments. Sometimes it's pretty impossible here, but it is what it is. Again, if you're just a sports fan, it's a good channel for you. I've been doing baseball games since opening day, so I'm going to keep on, of course, doing that. I don't know why my mic is falling off my head. Of course, I am a huge football fan. Hopefully, I see you there for football season. I'm going to be calling at least 2 games every Saturdays, 2 games every Sundays. I'll make the call on one of them. You guys will vote on the other. So that'll be pretty fun. Hopefully, again, if you're just a sports fan, you'll get to pick what games I call. At least 2 every week, Saturdays and Sundays, and possibly during the week as well. So, but yeah, hopefully you hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. We've grown a lot. I mean, just a few months ago, I was at 30, so don't think again, I've been doing this since opening day, trying to grow this channel. I've gotten to meet some pretty cool people. And, yeah, that's pretty much my sales pitch. Hopefully you like it. As Smith is going to be at the plate. He's 0 for 1, batting .310, OPS of .819. RFK, we're in a trade school. We don't really have school breaks, and it's kind of an accelerated program. Well, that's cool. We need more people in trade schools, honestly. We really do. So thank you. You're honestly low-key a hero. I'm just saying. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Private college was trade. You have 1K in the Pirates for the last game. Or the late game. Oh, geez. Hopefully you're kidding. 0-1 count here to Smith. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. So 1-1 count. I mean, Skeens is pitching, but, I mean, obviously that doesn't matter. I mean, his record is literally 4-6 with a 1.88 ERA. It's like, it doesn't matter if he pitches. The Pirates will still lose. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Not a joke. Okay. Okay. Here's the 2-1. Smith hits this to left and foul. So either go to school for 2 years and slowly get a degree plus certification, or fork over a bunch of money and get it done and over with and keep those planes in the air. I got you. I'm sure it'll work out. Two and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's going to bring up Schmidt. He's 1 for 1, batting .228, OPS of 702. Yeah, we need a lot less YouTubers and streamers and all that. Those bums. They need to be doing something for real, not this. You know? Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. Someone's phone is going off in my ear. That is crazy. Reds are 39 and 36. The Cardinals 39 and 35. So Cardinals are tied in the win column with the Reds. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be hit to short. No! The third baseman steps in front of him and throws to first for out number 2. Really good play by Schneemann. As with 2 away, that's going to bring up Lee. He's 0 for 1, batting .260, OPS of 744. The Cards are tied with the Brewers and are half game above the Reds. Oh, my gosh. All right, guys, let's calm down. Like, the standings really matter in June, okay? Come on. Here's the pitch to Lee. That's going to be outside ball 1. .1-0 count to Lee. He has 6 home runs and 34 RBIs on the year. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to first. Oh, Santana with a great play. Tosses to Williams, covering the bag for out number 3. What a great play by Santana. He is fantastic. So we head to the top of the 5th. Your score 1-0. Indians lead over the Giants. Yeah, I totally get it. It's all out of passion, though. Yeah, it is. I mean, again, I like sports. I love the NFL, really. I love the NFL, and I've really started to love the college game in recent years. And, I mean, I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to see, I don't know, like, this wasn't my ideal YouTube thing. Of course, again, this is all, like, when I'm not working and stuff, you know, is all good here at the house. But, I don't know. I would have kind of kicked myself if I never got to do this at any point in my life. So, again, this is why I made that deal. Doing this works out. I hit the goal. Keep on doing it. And, yeah, no, we'll, hopefully it all works out. But yeah, I am happy that I am doing this. Again, this isn't what I thought I'd be doing on YouTube, but it's pretty neat. It is pretty neat. Might as well use a strength to my advantage. They do not RFK. I don't know. I mean, I guess for trade that's the only part for trades. But as far as like if you're 39 and 36 or 39 and 35, I don't think that matters. In fact, you can leave out the I don't think. I mean, they don't. It doesn't matter. Let's see what the Cardinals and Reds record is in September. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I think both of those teams are going to be competing for the wild card spots. I mean, they really are. I mean, the Cardinals, I think, are good. The Reds obviously have, you know, a lot of talent. The Reds actually have the second best run differential in the Central. I did not know that. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Again, if you're a sports fan and you're not subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything other than maybe lifting your finger up and pressing that button, or, you know, if you're watching on the computer, a click. Or if you're on the remote, the Roku remote, clicking there. I get it. Might be a little bit of some work, but I think you can do it. As here is Martinez. That's going to be a pop-up. Will it get out of play? Oh, the wind blew it back into play, and Schmidt makes a catch for out number 1. Schmidt was at the the railing there, and then he started backing up. As that's going to bring up Quan. He's 2 for 2, batting .299, OPS of 780. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. Yes. No, that is true. There's so many things I think about just me back in the day. Like, so unfortunate. That's going to be in there called strike, like random moments. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, what am I doing? Or at that moment, what was I doing? I think that's every guy, though. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. He has been on fire today, 3 for 3, as his average goes back above 300. As that's going to bring up Schneemann. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, batting .245, OPS of 766. Every game matters. I mean, it does. But, I mean, again, like, I don't think being like second and fourth in the division, because that's going to be hit to left. Pardon me. That may be doing the same thing. No, it's going to be foul. I don't think being second and fourth in the division decided by half a game in June is going to matter. And at the end of the day, I don't think so. We are after the Cubs for the 1. Okay. The Reds need to go back, get back Hunter Green from injury. Yeah, no, he would definitely help. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. Being honest, you need to value Cruz. He strikes out too much and has great. Oh, you need to trade Cruz. I don't think I would do that. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. Ramos is under it. It makes the catch for round number 2. He's going to quickly throw it back in as Kwan will retreat to first. And that'll bring up Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 on the day, batting .321, OPS of .915. As Webb is already ready to go. Sets again. I like Webb. He plays fast. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Webb is a broadcaster's best friend. 0-1 count to Ramirez. Webb sets and fires. That's going to be hit fouled. So 0-2 count. Runner on first here in the top of the 5th. 2 outs. Indians leading 1-0 over the Giants. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. So the count moves to 1-2. 1-2 count. Kwan leads off from first. Webb looks over and fires. That's going to be hit to second. Oh, what a play by Koss. Sliding, throws to first, and he is out. Koss with a nice play. He's able to prevent that ball from going to the outfield and letting Ramirez get on base. Throw was a little off, and of course, shout out Smith for a nice little grab there. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. Again, if you like what you see, I can't talk. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. Been doing baseball since opening day, so if you're a baseball fan, that's a great deal for you. You subscribe, you pay no money, you get baseball commentary. I do an okay job with baseball. I really think football is kind of my strength, to be honest with you. So if you are a football fan, I don't think you'd regret that decision as well. As you can see, I already have the thumbnails ready to go for the first few games I'll be doing. The first game for preseason, first game for college football. I guess I should go ahead and make the Cowboys-Eagles one. I guess I'll do it. I mean, I really don't want to, but I'll do it. I'm going to be watching it anyway. Might as well actually call the game. But yeah, no, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Again, you guys will be voting on games, so it's not just the Steelers. It will also be other teams. So again, San Francisco plays a lot of, the second window. So if you're a 49ers fan, you could vote your team in that I'll call it. Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. That's going to be the first poll for NFL. You guys will vote. Whoever wins the poll, that's what I'm going to be calling right after the Steelers-Jets game. Same with college football. An example for week 0. Again, Iowa State, Kansas State is going to be the game I call for that opening weekend. But then, obviously, there's 3 other games: Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. There's some West Coast teams. Maybe you're a fan of it. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just a fan in general, just college football. You'll be able to vote and control what I call. So hopefully that sounds appealing, and you hit that subscribe button. Reds are not trading Ellie. That's not going to happen. He is their best player. Cardinals play again today at 5:40. Yeah, they also had a doubleheader like the Pirates. That's going to be in there called strike. Bailey, again, he's 0 for 1, batting .192, OPS of .525, 1 home run, 16 RBIs. As Williams delivers, that's going to be hit foul. Watch more Reds than any other team by mail. He has one good game every 4 games, and he does nothing. Okay, well, all right, RFK. So that I feel like that's almost every baseball player, though. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1 because, I mean, obviously the batting average are all in the 200s and 300s. I mean, obviously there'll be some that are in the 100s, but, 1 out of 4, that's 250. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be off catcher's chest as that landed in the dirt, ball 2. As far as, again, Ellie, I think he is a little bit, I mean, you can leave out a little bit. He is overhyped, but, I mean, he's still, you got to keep the talent. He's young. He's younger than O'Neal Cruz. If anyone should be trading anybody, it's the Pirates trading Cruz. As here's the 2-2. In the dirt, he did not go ball 3 because O'Neal has all this potential, and yet, he doesn't run it out. Like, he'll jog to first on the grounders. That if he were to sprint every single time, I guarantee you his batting average would go up, because he is fast. Here's the 3-2. And that's going to be called strike 3 as Bailey goes down, and that's going to bring up Koss. He's 0 for 1, batting .214, OPS of 524. It's out of that good game. He has 1 hit and 7. Well, I mean, again, that's just how it is. I mean, I don't know. If you get obviously a good trade or a good deal in it, then I would do it. But for the most part, I don't think I'd be trading Ellie, as that's going to be fouled back. How old is Ellie, actually? I don't even know. I'll look this up real quick. 0-1 count here to Koss. I don't know why. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to right, and that one is going to be fouled. Ellie is only 23 years old. Yeah, no, you don't trade him there. I mean, if he's like 26, 27, like this guy that I'm about to show you. Oh, O'Neal's only 22? Oh, no, 26. I was about to say. Wait, did I look at the wrong thing? Yeah, he's 23. Here's the pitch, 0-2. That's going to be a ground to third. Throws to first, and Koss is safe. Yeah, Cruz is 26, and he's about to be 27, so I would trade Cruz. All right, so Koss ran that one out. Nice play by Schneemann to, field it with his bare hand, but Koss showing the speed. He gets on first, and that's going to bring up Mike Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 2, batting .260, OPS of 752. Williams sets and fires. That's going to be outside ball 1. Yastrzemski with 5 home runs and 24 RBIs on the year. Runner on first. The Giants haven't really been able to do much. They only have 2 hits to this point. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. Of course, the score is 1-0. If you're not able to listen to it, that's kind of why I, say that. Keep you guys in the loop. If you're not able to look at your screen. If you are, and you still ask the score, then you have some problems. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside ball 3, as I have 2 scoreboards up there. One of them by the website that I'm on. The other one down there by another website that provides it. Very fantastic stuff. 3-0 count to Yastrzemski. Williams sets and delivers. That's going to be right down the middle. Strike 1. Just change the standings for this guy. 3-1 count here to Yastrzemski. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. We got a pickoff attempt, and he is safe. Koss able to get back in time. Koss showing his speed on that infield grounder. Also showed his speed getting to that ball to get out of the 5th inning. Very good range over there at second base. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That's outside ball 4. So Yastrzemski walks. So that'll put runners on first and second here for the Giants, and that's going to bring up Willie Adames, who's 0 for 1 with the walk, batting .206, OPS of 629. And it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a meeting of the minds here for the for the Indians here, as everyone's going to come in. I don't know if the pitching coach is coming out. Just looks like it's the players at the moment. So bear with me here. I think we got another vote. I think so. Yeah, 14 votes. 57% of you guys think it's going to be the Giants winning today. 43% the Indians. Feel free to vote if you have not voted. Let me know who you think is going to win. So it looks like that meeting ends as they return to their respective positions. Again, Adames at the plate. Runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. This is the best the Giants have looked so far in this game. Williams sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Of course, I actually do take that back. They had base runners first and second earlier in this one. So this, I think, though, is a more advantageous position with only one out. Williams delivers the 0-1. That's going to get away. Oh, the nice snag by Naylor. Keeps it in front of him. The announcers agreeing. That's a huge play by Naylor. That one was way outside. Nice snag. So 1-1 count. Williams sets. Looks back at Koss. The speedy Koss. Looks back again. Oh, and he steps off, and Koss is going to quickly retreat to second. And, of course, Giants fans do not like that. They are going to boo. And I still would like to know why in the world do home fans boo just viciously at the away pitcher? Like, it's crazy whenever they step off and try to pick off. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. Like, they act sometimes like that pitcher just shot the player, like literally. And they're booing like that. I just always found it amusing. 1-2 count. Williams sets, looks back at Koss. Still staring at him and delivers. That's in the dirt, ball two. 2-2 count. Devers is on deck. And that's a guy you definitely would love to see. 2-2 count. Williams sets. Looks back at Koss. Looks back again. Looks back again. And fires. Ground ball to short. This might be trouble. There's 1 and 2. A double play. The Indians able to get out of it. As we head to the top of the 6th. Your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. Tough inning for the Giants. As, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. Do appreciate you guys that have. If you like sports, if you like what you see or hear, definitely hit that subscribe button. I will be back tonight if you're just a baseball fan in general, doing Padres-Dodgers. That has been very kind to me as far as views and ratings are concerned, so we are going to keep doing that. Obviously, I did these two teams last night. I am no stranger to Cleveland or San Fran. This is my 7th game. Sean did not like that. Yeah, Bush League, that is tough. Welcome in, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. This is my Giants representative that I was talking about earlier. He may be revoking my Giants rights if the Giants lose today. They are 1-5 when I cover the Giants. Cleveland, by the way, 3-0. So if you're a Cleveland fan, you're welcome. I'm literally the difference of why you're above 500. But yeah, been doing this since opening day. Hopefully you like it. If you're just a baseball fan, I bounce around the major leagues. I do a lot of Pirates games, and I don't know. I'm kind of like distancing myself now from the Pirates. I'll still do them every now and then, of course. You know, I really wanted to do them today, but just didn't work out. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you like sports, baseball, football, especially football, hit that subscribe button. And how that's going to work again, I'll be calling one game I make one decision. Steelers going to be every Sunday. But then later that day, of course, there's another window. So as soon as that Steelers game ends, I'm calling another game. You guys will vote for that game, of course, earlier in the week. And we'll go from there. Same with college. I'll pick one game. You guys call another. And with college, there's up to 4 or 5 windows. I, in theory, could keep going all day if the voice allows it. As we're working our way back here is Carlos Santana. He's 1 for 2. Batting .247, OPS of .714. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So 0-1 count to Santana. As there is a older guy running about 2 miles per hour. All right, Webb delivers the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball one. Got another vote coming in. 60% of you guys think the Giants will win this one or have picked them to win at one point, as that's going to be a tapper to Webb. Webb tosses it to first for out number 1. So one away here for the Indians, and that's going to bring up Thomas. He's batting 157, OPS of 431. Scared the crap out of me. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Webb delivers. That's going to be in there, a called strike. I got to change that little setting there. 0-1 count to Thomas. As they're showing trash all over the field. That's great. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. He said a shopping bag. That was not a shopping bag. That was a ice bag, a 20-pound ice bag. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right. But it looks like that one is going to be caught by Yastrzemski for out number 2. So 2 away here for the Indians, and that's going to bring up Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 2, batting 220, OPS of 632. Webb struggled earlier in this one as far as pitch count. 20 pitches in the first, 22 also in the third. But since then, it's been a lot of single digits, believe it or not. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 0-1 here to Jones. They're throwing Pirates on the field. Okay, yeah, very funny. Very funny. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 3 home runs and 18 RBIs for Jones. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Jones didn't like it. May have caught a piece of the strike zone, and I could see why he'd be frustrated with the call. 1-2 count. 2 outs here at the top of the 6th. Indians up 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 count, Webb. He's been moving very fast. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit left and foul. So the count remains at 2-2. Jones again is 0 for 2 on the day. Not much happening for him. Actually half the damage as far as hits are concerned has been by Quan. Here's the 2-2. That's upstairs, ball 3. The Indians with 6 hits today. Quan with 3 of them. And he has scored the lone run for both teams. Here is the 3-2. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. He slings his bat down in frustration. I don't know if he liked the call or not. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps me out a lot. Been doing this since opening day, and I plan on doing it. In fact, I'm doing another game tonight. If you're just a baseball fan, hopefully we'll see you there. If not, well, hey, you enjoy your evening plans or doing whatever you're doing. And, of course, later down the road, it'll be football season. Ready for that, so hopefully I'll see you there. Hall of Fame game, week 0 for college football, week 1 for the NFL. Of course, I'll actually be doing some preseason as well. I already mentioned preseason, but I'll be doing more preseason games, other games as well. Unsure really which ones that I'll be able to watch. I do have NFL Network and all that stuff. Actually, I don't know. I'm about to find out, really. Yeah, I could probably work in some other games, honestly. That'll be pretty fun. They have a Cleveland game. Oh, I'm definitely going to be doing that one. If I'm not doing nothing Friday night, I'm doing Cleveland. Not sucking up to you guys. I genuinely want to see how the quarterbacks are going to be doing in in Cleveland. That'll be fun. And they do that. Wow, they do another Cleveland. They really want to see Cleveland, huh? Anyway, but yeah, no, how it's going to work, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but you guys will vote on that other game later that afternoon. The Steelers have a lot of opening windows, and that evening window, the afternoon window, will be decided by you guys. So it'll be a poll. You guys vote on it. Whoever wins the poll is the game I'll do. Same with college football. I'll put up a poll for some teams. Week 0 will probably be the easiest one. You guys will decide out of 3 games. I'm still uncertain how it's going to work. I might have you guys comment down below what game you want me to do. I don't really know, to be honest with you. It's going to be a lot of games. I can only put 4 choices. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out something. But you guys will be voting on that as well. Whoever does that, whoever wins that, that'll be the game I call. Potentially up to 4 college games every Saturday. Well, I'm not going to promise 4 every week, but at least 2. As here's the pitch to Devers. That's going to be outside for strike 1. Devers is batting .270, OPS of .898. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey, welcome by. That's going to be a swing and miss, strike 2. Everyone happy Thursday. Yeah, no, happy Thursday to all. Celebrating days of the week. We can do that here. That's fine. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Daniel, who are you picking for, or who are you pulling for in this one? You a Giants fan? You an Indians/Guardians fan? As that's going to be called strike 3. And Devers honestly didn't look all that great during that at bat. That was kind of shocking. That was very quick. That's going to bring up Ramos. He's 0 for 2, batting .282, OPS of .826. 64 days until college football. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm ready. I am ready to go. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit foul. I'm ready for football, college football, NFL, high school football, which, again, I do apologize. I won't be able to do Friday nights because I call games for the local high school here. So that Friday. Now, if there are some Cubs games, as that's going to be outside ball when the Cubs usually play early on, whenever they're home, I'll be able to do the Friday night stream before if I'm not at, working that day. Yeah, Friday's going to be very busy for me. Very busy, unfortunately. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it hits Ramos high and in, and he bat flips it and stares at Williams. Ramos didn't like that. And Ramos is actually looking at the Indians' dugout. Now he doesn't like it. Ramos, I think, has been hit also earlier in the series. Yeah, high and in, right on the shoulder. And again, he bat flipped that. He was clearly mad. Oh, it may have hit his hand. Well, the Giants have a base runner. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm leaving this on my bad. So Ramos is finally walking to first, and it looks like I don't know if the Giants manager or somebody is talking to the group of umpires here. So Ramos was just hit. Definitely not happy about it. Nothing, I don't think, is rising as far as temperature in this game. I'm pretty sure it's hot there, but not between the players. Ramos is definitely talking. He's talking to Santana at first. And he's looking at the dugout. He is not happy. So Tuesday he got hit right there on the elbow, and there was no guard there at the time. That was one of the most painful things he had ever experienced, apparently. All right, here is Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 2, batting .302, OPS of .802. Runner on first. Williams looks over. An injury. He's definitely injured. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Strike 1. 1 home run and 8 RBIs for Dominic Smith this year. Oh, 0-1 count. Runner on first. The Giants have had base runners last few innings. Haven't been able to push them across. Williams looks over. Sets. And fires. Swing and a miss, strike 2. But yeah, Friday nights I won't be able, I just remembered what I was saying. Friday nights I won't be able to do anything until that high school season is over. They were not good last year. I don't expect them to go to the playoffs. If they do, they'd be one and done. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. So most likely after that I'll be able to do Friday night college football. If there's any Friday night football games. I don't think baseball would be going on. No, baseball should be over by mid-November. 1-2 count. Williams sets. And a pickoff attempt. And he is back safe and sound. Bottom of the 6th. 1 out, 1 man on. Indians up 1-0. Williams delivers. That's going to be poked foul. As he was reaching for that one, just protecting there. Because that one was quite a few inches off the plate there. Williams sets. This will be the 100th pitch for Williams. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. 42 days till football. Yeah, preseason. I'm assuming that's July 31st. I'm ready for it. I am ready. 2-2 count. Williams sets. And fires. That's outside ball 3. As Williams looks a little tired. Of course, he has crossed that 100 pitch mark where, you know, pitchers aren't usually used to going over that. Williams asking for a new ball. I don't know if there's going to be any. I don't know if there's. Yeah, no, they do have a pitcher warming up. They haven't really showed him on the broadcast, but someone is warming up back there. So you can expect a new pitcher either after this at bat or, very soon. Williams is throwing out baseballs. He doesn't seem to like a lot of these. All right, he found one he likes. He sets. On the 3-2 to Smith. That's going to be chopped foul, and Smith is going to make Williams throw a few more here. So Ramos retreats back to first very slowly, as this at-bat has been going on quite a bit. This will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat. Williams about to fire 103 on the day. And a pickoff attempt as he tries to prolong this. He clearly doesn't want to finish this at-bat. He is ready to get out of here. You can tell he's just kind of tired and missing wildly here, trying to get Ramos out. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul yet again. What in the world? Is Casey Schmidt related to Phillies third baseman Mike Schmidt? I'm going to say no. I will look it up and bring that average down below 5%, Sean, but I don't think that's going to happen. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Throws to second. Ramos is also out. A double play. And I, for one, can't believe it. If you're a Giants fan listening, you can't believe it either, as they're going to check it. But I think he's out. Ramos honestly looked defeated. Yeah, they're cutting it. So a double play out of nowhere. Looked like Williams was going to lose Smith there, but then he strikes him out and then gets the double play. So we head to the top of the 7th. Cleveland up 1-0 over San Francisco. I am not kidding, Sean. I'm sorry. No, double play. That is a disastrous way to end that inning. I mean, it looked like Williams was on the ropes. But unfortunately for the Giants faithful here, as I'm looking up this I watching Kalis. I'm not too familiar what or who Kalis is, but thank you for stopping by regardless, Seth. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. Do appreciate you guys doing so. Just for the laugh, I looked it up, and he is not related to Mike Schmidt. But yeah, if you like sports, this is a good channel for you. I've been doing baseball since opening day. In fact, I can show you if you like. If you're like, nah, man, you haven't been doing baseball. I've never seen you before, man. You guys obviously wouldn't sound like that. I'm kind of mimicking the people that sound, that sound like that around here. But yeah, here's opening day, Pirates, Marlins. Of course, I did some college basketball and stuff like that. I plan on keeping on doing this until the NL playoffs, or MLB. Mostly it is. I've done mostly NL games. But I'll tell you what, I got some subscribers last night. Unsure whose fans those were, but if there are some Cleveland Guardian Indian fans, I'll see what I can do about at least one. Again, for some reason, I've done a lot of NL. A lot of NL fans love me. NL West specifically for some reason. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you like sports in general, baseball, football, definitely hit that subscribe button, and I'll go over that later. 2 innings ended in double plays. Kalis is a YouTuber. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I've never heard of him, as that's going to be hit foul. Of course, no one's heard of me, and I could, of course, use your help in making me a little bit more well-known. I don't really care if I have a bunch of subscribers. Just getting me to the goal that I've set would be fantastic, as here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit foul. So 0-2 count here, as Webb is still in. He's looked pretty good. Naylor's 0 for 2, batting 179, OPS of 670. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-2 count. Indians up 1-0 over the Giants here in the top of the 7th. The lone run came in the 3rd inning. Quan has been the only guy to cross home plate, as that's going to be in there. Strike 3 called. That one looked pretty good to hit the whole way. Naylor, I guess, I don't know if he just didn't think so or whatnot, but that is going to be called strike 3. That's going to bring up Arias. He's 0 for 2, batting 233, OPS of 660. Your Cards are playing again. Yeah, no, you mentioned earlier the Reds. No, the Cardinals. Yeah. Well, good luck against the White Sox, as that's going to be fouled back. 0-1 count. You got new Planet Coaster 2 video game. Okay, I've never heard of that as well. I guess I'm just not cultured, as that's going to be in there called strike. Yeah, I guess I've never, I don't really know much about much. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be strike 3 called, and Arias can't believe it. As again, Webb has been working so fast. He is a broadcaster's dream out. I mean, he just works fast. I love it personally, as that's going to bring up Martinez, Angel Martinez. He's 1 for 2, batting 241, OPS of 618. When it comes to video games, I like sports video games, as that's going to be hit foul. So that's, yeah, if it's sports video games, I've probably heard of it, maybe. When I've played it, no. But, yeah, I mean, most of my YouTube stuff I watch is sports. Like, I'm kind of just I'm a sports geek, as that's going to be outside ball 1. No, and I'm not going to even, well, actually I do, sadly, but I'm not going to even address that, RFK. Never. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit, and I'd be surprised if this isn't a double, as Yastrzemski throws it in, and yeah, Martinez, I believe that's his second double of the game. Yeah, he's had 2 doubles, and that's going to bring up Stephen Kwan, and Kwan has been, he's one of the few players to really just make Webb look foolish, as he's 3 for 3 on the day. You can build your own theme park and build a water park. Oh, that sounds neat. Yeah, no, that does sound pretty cool. Webb sets as he fires to Quan, and Quan hits this to right. Yastrzemski makes the catch for out number 3. So Webb able to get out of it, as that may be his last inning. I'm not too sure. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. You probably watch a guy who makes NFL history videos almost daily. I do watch him. Yes, I do watch Jaguar. Well, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, RFK, you probably do the same thing. Yeah, I do watch him. Actually, I haven't really watched some of his videos in a while, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, I do watch Jaguar, of course. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out. Been doing this since opening day. Of course, if you're a football fan, that's coming up soon, so don't think it's going to end at baseball season. It will actually continue, and with football, of course. Hopefully I see you there. You guys will be picking games I do for football season. You guys actually have picked a few of the baseball games that I've done. In fact, I know this game, the second Dodgers-Padres game, was voted on by the subscribers. This one was also picked by the subscribers, and of course other games in the past as well. But yeah, hopefully I see you there. Hopefully you like what you see, and hit that subscribe button. At least, again, 2 Saturday games, at least 2 Sunday games, of course, games throughout the week, of course. It's not just on weekends. I'll be able to make most of the weekdays, just not on Fridays, really. But yeah, a lot of sports. Yeah, I mean, there's other things too, but for the most part, it's sports. Where's the the San Diego game. Yeah, that was a bad typo. The Giants, again, they've what was it, 3 in a row, 4 in a row that they've lost, so they're trying to end this losing streak. 4 in a row. Luckily that the Indians haven't really pulled away, as they are going to bring in a new pitcher. As you can, again, if you heard last inning, Williams was pretty much begging to be pulled here. Festa is going to be the new pitcher, Matt Festa. He is 1-0, 3.32 ERA, a whip of a .95, so he is hard to hit or get on base against, as that's going to be hit foul. And it looks like Rodriguez is warming up in the Giants bullpen. Schmidt is at the plate, 1 for 2, batting .225, OPS of .694. Festa sets and fires. That's going to be high for ball 1. Festa wanted the call. 3 home runs and 14 RBIs for Casey Schmidt. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside. Ball 2. Checked his swing. Nothing doing. 7th inning stretch. Gotta sing. I actually don't. That's what's beautiful about this country, is that I'm free to do what I like and what I don't like. Or don't have to do what I don't like. So, yeah, no. No 7th inning stretch, as that's going to be hit to center, as Schmidt is going to single and get on to lead off the bottom of the 7th. No singing. There will be none of that, as that's going to bring up Jung-Ho Lee. He's 0 for 2, batting .259, OPS of .742. And they are cheering for Lee here in San Francisco. Something cool about this country voting. Yeah, no, voting is pretty neat, as that's going to be outside ball 1. But the cool thing is, actually, it's not a cool thing. They only allow us to vote on some things. So, yeah, it is what it is. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. They allow you to vote on getting people into office, and they'll allow you to vote on some of the things that they pass, but the others are left up to them. So it is what it is. This is one of those things where it's up to me. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be down low, ball 3. Bailey is on deck. No, they don't. 3-0 count. Festa delivers. That's going to be outside, ball 4. And just like that, the Giants have runners on first and second with nobody out. And we were just talking about his whip. His whip is a .95. And already in this inning, he's allowed 2. 1 hit, 1 walk. That comes out to 2. 1 + 1 is 2. As that's going to bring up Patrick Bailey. He's batting .190, OPS of 523. As they're going to have a mound visit here and might have to talk over some strategy. So bear with me, folks, as they go over this mound visit. Of course, feel free to chat away. I do read all comments. And I'm going to kind of change that in the near future. I mean, I used to respond. I have changed it. I said I respond to all comments. Now, since the introduction of RFK, I've actually, I only respond to, I don't respond to them all anymore. I read it now and acknowledge it. It's like, okay. And, of course, that troll was actually a big influence in that, too. So, I'd like to thank that troll and RFK for changing me into becoming a little bit of a better streamer. So thank you. As here is Bailey. Runners on first and second. Festa in a little bit of trouble as he delivers. The bunt is down. They're going to toss it to first for out number 1. Yeah, no, thank you, RFK. You definitely changed who I am for the better. As we have runners on second and third now with just 1 out. That's going to bring up Koss. You made a new rule. Koss is 1 for 2, batting .225, OPS of 544. Yeah, no, you did. You definitely. You actually will. In fact, most of these guys that are, chatted here, I'm going to remember, if let's just say I were to pop off. As we're actually going to have a mound visit here. So looks like Festa is going to be removed. Probably not what he was expecting. Again, we went over his stats earlier. His whip was literally below a 1. First 2 batters he faces, it's a hit and a walk. So he's going to exit responsible for the runners on second and third. We do have a pitching change. I'll get you the stats as soon as possible. But yeah, no, actually, if I were to, let's just say, pop off in the future, right? Thousands of subscribers. Again, that's unrealistic. But we'll see. You never know, I guess. I will actually, I'm not kidding. I will remember you guys for sure. Like the early days, like people that were obviously always in the chatting away. Like I do. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are really fantastic. I'm very lucky to interact with some people. There are some streams where no one interacts with anybody, and it is what it is. I'm fortunate enough to actually have some consistent viewership, and again, yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Not to get all sentimental, but if you're not subscribed, you want to join this community. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool community. Definitely subscribe, like, and subscribe. Do a lot of sports, baseball. Been doing baseball since opening day, of course, and football coming up soon. That'll be really hey, did I actually succeed or not? Really, it's going to bank on football because I'm growing at a pace that's really good. I will not hit that goal when baseball season ends. I'm going to need football to really push it over the line there. Hopefully it does. But yeah, no, again, you guys will have a lot of voting power. I believe in voting, believe it or not, despite what RFK believes. You guys will pick half the games I do on Sundays. I pick one, you pick the other. You guys will vote on the second window. So you guys control what I call. Same with college football. You guys will be making a call on one game I will do. So hopefully I see you there. All right, we got the pitcher. It's going to be Nick Enright. This is his rookie season. 2.7 ERA, whip of a 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1, as he faces Flores, who's pinch hitting for Koss, batting .253, OPS of 730, 11 home runs, and 51 RBIs. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Maybe for football you get Grossi rated. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Hopefully I'm able to do a good job and not freak out and panic. Like my voice will crack and all that. I don't know. That'd be worst case scenario. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. If you believe in voting, we're singing. Well, see, again, I am an elected official. I will only pass down things that I want you to vote on. Everything else is decided by me. 2-1 count to Flores. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So very quickly, 2-2 here. Again, runners on second and third, trying to build the scene here. Cleveland up 1-0. Bottom of the seventh. Yeah, 1 out, 2 men on second and third. Flores pinch hitting for Koss. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up, and that's going to get out of play. So we'll do this again at 2-2. Who elected me? I elected myself. It's actually, I don't know. I had to look up what specific things there are, but anyway. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. That's going to be down the third base line. 1 run's going to score. Kwan's hustling. Lee's going to score. The Giants have taken the lead. He is safe at second. So just like that, the Giants are up 2-1. Flores is standing at second. Wow, look at that. The Giants have been knocking on the door. They'd had base runners on the last few innings, unable to push any across. Flores with a ground ball down the third base line scores 2 and gives the Giants the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. As that's going to bring up Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 2 with the walk. I can't believe what I'm reading in the chat as well. We're not anyway. But yeah, runner on second as the Giants now leading 2-1. And actually, Fitzgerald is going to be pinch running for Flores as Yastrzemski takes a called strike. NASCAR is, wow. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left center. Kwan on the run at the warning track, and he makes the catch. And Fitzgerald wasn't trying to tag up. He thought that was going to drop. He has to go back to second. I know, Joseph. I know. And that's going to bring up Adames. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .205 OPS of 627. 8 home runs, 32 RBIs on the year. Enright sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. Oh, and 1 count here to Adames. Giants taking the lead on that Wilmer Flores pinch hit. 2 RBI double. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. You know what I haven't done all day? It's 5 o'clock here, Central Time. And obviously, if you look at me, I'm not the smallest guy in the world, but I have not eaten yet. I am ready to eat. Ready to go eat some food. 0-2 count, and looks like Adames is going to call for some time. It will not be pizza, by the way, Joseph. I can confirm. No pizza. Had that 2 days in a row, and I think it was last weekend. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I'm unsure what I'm going to eat. I'm leaning. Getting some Mexican food, honestly. 1-2 count. No eating. Well, I'm not going to eat on stream. That always bothered me. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if you guys have ever just watched a streamer and they just start eating, you know, like, okay. Like, I don't think that's. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. Definitely got a cool community going on if there's inside jokes. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's an inside joke, but no pizza. Would JG Knight actually be ashamed if I eat pizza? That's actually wild. Well, I had pizza last weekend. I guess I'm a disappointment. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Giants do some damage here in the bottom of the 7th as they take the lead thanks to the Wilmer Flores pinch hit 2 RBI double as the Giants lead 2-1 over the Indians. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If we donate $200 to JG9, he eats pizza. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm in a financial position to be donating money. He would be the first. If I have, extra cash, I will gladly become a member for his channel, but I unfortunately cannot. Yeah, I understand. Times are tough. I'm sure most people can understand that as well. But yeah, no, he is definitely one. I would definitely do it though. So hopefully in the future I'm able to, make a little bit more cash and money and all that stuff. But anyway, enough about my problems. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. It really does. Been doing baseball since opening day. So if you're a baseball fan, this is a great channel for you. If you're a football fan, this is even a better channel for you because I love football, and I will be doing football later down the road. You guys will be voting on games that I do. I do Steelers games. You guys vote on the other window, that afternoon game. So 49ers fans, take advantage of this and subscribe to get more 49ers stuff in the near future. Of course, I can't say you guys are going to win every vote, but I know you guys play a lot in the afternoon. Of course, starting with week 1. Same with college football. I'll be calling college games. At least 2 college games every Saturday. I'll pick one, you pick the other. But yeah, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Randy Rodriguez will be the new pitcher for the Giants, as he has been very dominant this year. Oh my gosh. He has a 3-1 record, which that doesn't matter for pitching. A .87 ERA. He has been fantastic. .74 WHIP. He has just been fantastic out of the bullpen. Very good to have in your bullpen. As he faces Schneemann, that's going to be chopped foul. Schneemann is 0 for 3, batting .244, OPS of 762. If you donate, okay, if you donate 50, yeah, no, I've seen that. GG9 plays take me out of the ball game before the stretch. Oh, well, he's so awesome. I know that he is. But ground ball to third, and that one is going to be just foul as the third baseman there, I think that is Schmidt. He was letting that one just kind of toe the line, and I guess he liked the spin on the ball. That just went foul at the end. That is fantastic. But that one was fair all the way pretty much until that third base bag. Wow. So 0-2 count to Schneemann. Yeah, I bet he feels pretty robbed, as Schneemann's going to ask for time. Again, Giants up 2-1 here in the top of the 8th. Giants taking the lead for the first time in this one in the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland scored in the top of the 3rd. Quan crossing home plate then. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside for ball 1. You've donated once to him? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to. It's just, I don't know if I'm willing to do that in the current situation I'm in, as that's going to be upstairs ball 2. Coffee Beans, thank you for stopping by, of course. Afternoon, everything's looking good. Got a good one. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Schneemann. And that's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 3, batting .320, OPS of 911. Bad delays being a meanie. Yeah, oh yeah. For sure. I actually have called out RFK a lot, but I think it's all fair criticism. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. I'm acknowledging that RFK has helped me out. He's made me realize I don't actually have to repeat every comment back. He is making me evolve, and I appreciate it. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Schmidt throws to first for out number 2. So 2 away here for the Indians, and that's going to bring up Carlos Santana. He's 1 for 3. on the day with the RBI. He's the one that knocked in Quan, batting .246 on the year, OPS of .712. I won't sing, and I won't do any NASCAR. NASCAR is actually banned on this channel. And again, thank you, RFK, for making sure that will never happen. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there, a called strike. Santana with 8 home runs and 36 RBIs on the year. Very good. Rodriguez delivers. That's going to be chopped, just foul. Very quickly, 0-2 again. Rodriguez has been fantastic this year. Whenever you see an ERA start with 0, you know that guy is pretty darn good. .0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball as the bat flew towards Rodriguez, but luckily it didn't reach there. That's going to be a foul ball. What about horse racing? Yeah, again, how would I call that? That's the problem. You know, how do you call? I feel like with horse racing, NASCAR, golf, tennis, you have to watch the sport. And I'm sure there's other sports that I'm missing here, but I mean those that I will never be able to call those. I have no passion for NASCAR or horse racing. I do like tennis and golf. How do I call that? Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt, ball 1. You're from Kentucky. Yeah. Too bad. Too bad. An overrated derby is all I know it as. Overrated. 1-2 count here. Rodriguez sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As the Giants maintain this 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-1 is your score. People call it on TV. Well, again, you got to watch it, though. Like, people are watching it on the TV. The names they come. Yeah, no, they are kind of interesting. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Been doing baseball since opening day. Football, of course, coming up in a few months. In fact, RFK looked it up for me and said it was only 41 days away. Really excited about it. And hopefully you'll be here for that. Of course, you guys will be able to vote on games as well. I'll go into that a little bit later in the next break, as you can't name 2 horses the same if one was named Jim. That's actually a pretty cool rule. I did not know that. But it makes sense. You got to make sure they're all special. So, Sean, yeah, no, the Giants, they took the lead. Giants had runners. Schmidt was on third. Lee was at second. Flores pinch hit for Koss, and he hit a 2 RBI double to give the Giants the lead in the bottom of the 7th, and we're currently going to the bottom of the 8th as we speak. They are still up 2-1. So the Giants may be snapping that 4-game losing streak. We mentioned that a little bit earlier. Lost some ground there on the Dodgers, who have happened to win the last 5 games, and the Giants have lost the last 4. Cleveland, they are kind of average in the last 10 games. For 4-6, they have won 2 in a row, as they're still battling for some. Actually, they do have the final 3rd wild card spot, tied, I guess, with the Red Sox. So a lot of stuff here. I mean, obviously it's only June, and June isn't really a big deal, RFK, but obviously every game does matter, and you might be knocked out by one game. You never know. As here is Rafael Devers as he sends this foul. Devers is 0 for 2 with the walk today, batting .270, OPS of .895. That's how you should start naming cats. I mean, have you actually named cats the same? Have you actually done that? 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. I would never name a pet the same as another pet. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's disrespectful to the other pet, that you had. 0-2 count, and Devers is going to ask for time. Enright delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Sid, the name of the movie, El Cid. The main character was El Cid. So if I wanted, he could sue Sony. Oh, wow. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be hit foul. June is not huge. June is just another month. 1-2 count here. Giants up 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Enright delivers. That's going to be checked his swing in the dirt, ball 2. So 2-2 count. Muffin shall. Well, you've actually had another muffin. I did not know that. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Devers with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 8th. Devers playing around a little bit, maybe too much on the base passes. He's going to go back. So Devers is aboard, and that's going to bring up Ramos. He was hit by a pitch in his last bat, and he was not happy. I mean, he stared down Williams, looked at the dugout, as he is 0 for 2 and is hit by a pitch. It looks like Enright's actually going to hit the showers early. So we got a pitching change here in San Francisco as Cleveland is going to go ahead and make another change. So they'll be right back. I'll be right here telling you that if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps out the channel. It really does. Made a lot of growth in the last few months because of baseball fans like you. So hopefully you think this is at least better than average than what you see on YouTube, and you hit that subscribe button. Really helps a lot. Of course, I'll be doing football later down the road, so if you're also a football fan, that's great news because I'll be doing football later down the road. My voice is cracking. Like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. But yeah, how it's going to work, I'll be doing 2 NFL games every Sunday. Steelers, Jets, week 1. You guys make the call on the second one. Of course, I'll be doing other games too, not just on Sundays and Saturdays like college football. They play throughout the week, of course. And but yeah, Saturday I'll be doing the week 0 I'll be doing Iowa State, Kansas State. You guys vote on that second window. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know. You guys make the call. And of course, that'll be the same case for every Saturday. And of course, during the week there'll be other games as well. You know, I'm going to try to balance it out pretty well in September and August, obviously, because there's still baseball going around. And, you know, obviously we'll still be doing baseball with a little bit of college football. But, of course, after baseball is over, it's going to be all college football all the time pretty much. So hopefully I see you there. You guys, again, will be making a lot of calls on the channel as far as what I call. So hopefully you hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out a lot. Last month of no football till February. Yep, July 31st. Last is going to be the first game for sure. February is football. Yeah, okay. Bittersweet moment when the Super Bowl ends. Yeah. Oh wait. Well, this last year I did not care when it ended. That's going to be fouled back as this is going to be. Let's see. Let me look at this guy. I don't know who this is. Junis, Jacob Junis here. 101 record, 4.18 ERA. It's actually a former Giant, 1.48 ERA. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, a called strike, 0-2. Yeah, no, last year was the first year since I had memory that I did not watch the Super Bowl. First year. Did not watch the Eagles-Chiefs. Here's the 0-2. That one's going to be popped up back behind home plate, and that is going to be caught for out number 1. That's going to bring up Smith, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 3 in this one, batting .295, OPS of 785. But obviously this year, if everything's going well with this, I'll call a Super Bowl even if it's, Chiefs Eagles. I'll still have to do it. But yeah, no, I was just so upset with how the NFL was just going. At that point, I felt like it was so rigged. I lost so much faith in the NFL. As here's the first pitch to Smith. Ground ball to second. Throws to second. Throws to first. And they get him for a double play. Which year was that? What do you mean? Which year was that? But yeah, we head to the top of the ninth. Your score: Giants 2, Indians 1. Indians with the one last chance to tie it up and push this to the bottom of the ninth. And once again, probably for the final time, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. Like and subscribe. It definitely, again, I do appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you guys. Hopefully you thought I did a, satisfactory job and all. And I'll hopefully see you in a stream soon. I'm actually coming back for tonight in about less than 4 hours, 3.5 hours. I'll be doing Padres-Dodgers. So if you got nothing going on, Coffee. Yeah, I know. It was this year, Coffee. I didn't watch the Super Bowl this year. So just 4 months ago, I boycotted the Super Bowl. Probably won't do it ever again, especially if I'm still doing this. But yeah, no. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'll be back tonight. Padres Dodgers. That's been very kind to me as far as views and subscribers. So I'll show them some more love. And again, if you got nothing else going on this Thursday night, feel free to come on by, chat away, talk about sports. I understand sports might not be the thing that RFK loves to talk about. Jeez. But that's okay. I'll still talk about whatever you want to talk about. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. And again, I'll be doing football very soon. Obviously, whenever football is here, and you guys will be making the call on a lot of games. So, yeah, no, I don't know. That's pretty much it. That's my sales pitch. As Camilo Doval is going to be coming in to close things down in the ninth. He is 3-1 on the year, 1.64 ERA, whip of a 1.06. So he's been very solid out of the bullpen. As that's going to bring up Thomas. He's 0 for 3, batting 155, OPS of 425. The only time I willingly watched Super Bowl was probably football was probably Super Bowl. I see. Let's talk NASCAR. Well, I don't want to talk something that's not a sport, so, I mean, I will do it, but I don't want to, but I will do it because I'm just a nice guy. All right, here's Thomas. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball one as we're underway here in the top of the ninth. You think the Dodgers lose this one? I mean, I feel like the Padres they're due, right? The Dodgers already taken the first three. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. I'm going to be leaning Padres tonight, I find it hard to believe that the Dodgers would sweep the Padres. I mean, it's not out of this world, obviously. I mean, it's happened before. Good teams sweep other good teams. You just never know. On any given day, baseball will give you surprises. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. Yeah, they just add sport in there. It's a motorsport. Esports. Oh, yeah. That's a sport. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. I think it's very competitive. I don't think it's a sport. I don't know. Yeah, I'm being genuine here. I've just never liked NASCAR. Never. 1-2 count to Thomas. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, dropped the ball, so he's got to throw it to first. And he does, as Thomas wasn't aware of it until the last second. It fits the definition of sport. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. That's my comment to that. Oh, well. That's going to bring up Jones. He's 0 for 3, batting .219, OPS of 629, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Esports don't, but NASCAR technically. Yeah, technically. When you say technically, then that's where you know deep down it's not. As that's going to be inside ball one. So 1-0 count to Jones. Giants up 2-1 here in the top of the ninth. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball two. Hand-eye coordination and reflexes. Did you describe video games there? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. That one was a little bit of a favorable call. Oh, you were talking about welding, right? Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. No idea. No idea. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. If it's fair, it's gone. It is foul as that one lands in the bay. And some older gentleman will claim the baseball. Definitely in his 70s or 80s. No NASCAR. Well, yeah, he definitely didn't describe NASCAR. So this one's going to be poked to center. Lee's on the run, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Jones giving the Giants a little bit of a scare there with some of his hits there. But we're down to the final out as Naylor is going to come to the plate here. He's 0 for 3. Batting .178, 9 home runs on the year, 19 RBIs. Duvall delivers, ground ball to third. Schmidt throws to first, and it's out for out number 3. That is the ball game. The Giants snap their losing streak as they win and move on to 42-33. They win today's game 2-1. The Giants, I'm not in the doghouse with them. They move to 2-5 when I call games for them. Cleveland gets their first loss when I call a game for them as they move to 3-1. 37-36 on the year. Hopefully you guys liked what you saw. If you weren't subscribed, if you are subscribed, hopefully you still liked what you saw. But if you aren't subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. I really appreciate you guys. I'm sure I'll do some more Indians and Giants games in the near future. Of course, I'll be doing another game tonight as well. Padres, Dodgers. If you got nothing else going on this fine Thursday night, definitely, hey, hit me up. Feel free to hang out, talk sports, do whatever you got to do. And, again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you again, RFK, Sean, Joseph, Coffee, of course. And there was more. Draven earlier at this one. Christopher was watching. I don't know if you guys are still here. Probably not. That's okay. 42 Hike again. Stop by. And I do appreciate you guys. You guys all have a great rest of your day. If you like what you see, again, hit that subscribe button. Been doing baseball since opening day. Going to do another one tonight. Doubleheader. Just trying to get my foot in this scene. And, of course, football is just around the corner. So definitely hit that subscribe button. At least 2 streams every Saturday and Sunday with streams, of course, during the week when football is here. So definitely subscribe. I'll hopefully see you later. You guys have a great rest of your day, as I'll take a little bit of a break. But, again, we do this tonight. 9:05, Padres, Dodgers. You guys have a great one. Y'all take care.